Hello and welcome back to Elle Climbs. We are currently at 11:09 and we are trying still to make it to top 10s. Hopefully we can get there. You might be thinking to yourself, where are the episodes? And honestly, my bad. I had like a really tough time in this match recently and I was trying a lot of things and I also didn't have a lot of time to record because I was doing a lot of other stuff. But now we're gonna get back to the grind, and it's almost like I'm playing like with two accounts when I'm doing the series because I obviously have my main account to play as well, and usually I'm just streaming on that. The reason I differentiated them to begin with is namely because it makes more sense, it's for the continuity. Although we had a little bit of decay, so we dropped a little bit, but we should be able to accelerate quite quickly. It is really weird that the decay like knocked me a pin, despite the fact that like I played um a little bit. Also the fact that all my placements are like first place. It's kind of like or whatever. But well, we'll get there. I think it's just because I didn't hit the the game threshold in like 6 games, I believe. Or whatever. I don't know what the actual threshold is. I'm not weird like that where like I track the threshold and sit on yellow and stuff. Alright, so but I've been having a lot of success like more recently, but regardless, I'll inform you guys how I like to play nowadays. So basically, it's very similar to how I used to play, except I actually think that both AP and AD are both like incredibly viable. But you have to like lean into it. Also, I could put like a meta tier list. I want to make a meta video at some point, so we'll do that, and we'll see. But yeah, start off here. We're looking at a pretty beautiful crit setup. So I'm already thinking like, oh yeah, crit set. But like the other thing I'm thinking is that like, oh yeah, ground. But also I'm thinking like, oh yeah, shell bell. But also I'm thinking, well, we don't have that. So we're probably gonna just take shell bell anyway. The reason I like shell bell here is because potentially we could be ground, and then that would be really nice for the shell bell play. But realistically, it's also like a we don't have a play because if you look at like the mons we have and stuff, like yes, we have like some mons, but we don't really have any mons. Like we have like round 3, but it doesn't do much. So I'm just gonna hold out the fort here. And the other reason is too is because I can make loaded dice and then like Razor Fang have a really strong crit set, and we don't know what we're gonna necessarily play yet. One thing that's good is saving your options open in these situations and not rushing into your position willy-nilly. Because yes, we could make like Shell Bell and hope we get Muscle Band and play ground, but if that doesn't work out, then what's our backup plan? Like we don't know what the next component is. We can't force that to happen. Plus, we don't even know if we're gonna triple these ground mons. We might end up tripling the Chimchar instead. We're closest to tripling that, so it's kind of the reasoning. Also, ground is a little bit econ anyway, so it's not too big, like a bad, bad of an idea to just play it just for econ. We're also in dark region, so dark becomes really viable in this spot. So I consider dark to be easier to play from here than ground is actually. All right, we got a Shroomish if we want to do this, and it would give us the dark components. But I actually like the black glasses more, a little bit. Actually, I kind of like both. We need both eventually. Now the question is whether we can get away with finding a black glasses later or not. I think we can get away with it, so I am down to just take the... I am down to take this and just chill. Again, it looks really weird, but we're just gonna open the fort here because we don't have any real way to like take back the tempo, so we just don't have to take back the tempo. Yeah. Let's just G. I do like recording the YouTube series a little more. I mean, gives me, well, I think it's just better because on stream I'm not gonna like talk, commentate all the time. Stream is more for the chill vibes, whereas the YouTube is like, oh yeah, I have to commentate. That's kind of the purpose of it. So I have to be a little more energetic. Holy smokes! By the way, we got a max elixir off the rip. That's really incredible. Yeah, no, that's just like it's just incredible. So there's one RD item that you can get per game from the digging, and I got the one single RD item, which is quite insane. Now I also dug up a poison gem, and there's really good amorphous ads. So if we do get an amorphous angle, the poison gem will be very useful. But especially with the coughing and the fact that we already have a stone, like it'd be doable as an angle. That's why I'm keeping this Aegislash, but I'm also keeping the Dino for the potential dark angle. And again, we're not very strong, so we're just gonna like commit to like not being strong right now. We don't have any way to like be much stronger, honestly. And it's gonna get really scary real soon because we're about to enter a point where we are gonna lose to Gyarados if we don't make a stronger board like ASAP, basically. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if we do have to roll next turn, then we will, just to survive Gyarados. And I don't think this mon's gonna be helpful in the comp, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Again, our two goals are either dark, or our two potential pivots are dark or ground. Sorry, or amorphous, sorry. It's not ground because usually the indicator for ground is whether you get like Swinub really early. But I didn't get Swinub basically. We're about to win this fight against babies, so hopefully I can get like a stronger board next turn. If not, then annoyance, but this is usually a pretty good swing turn for us. I might take the dark unit here. Try to hard pivot dark. Not fully committed dark yet. But I think we could already fully commit based on the two dinos. The thing is, I don't have like spell crit for it, so it's not fantastic to play dino no spell crit, but I don't mind the full commit dark here because I could just make like a loaded dice and a dust stone, and you can have a pretty decent dark angle. We do like probably want to dig up some background spots potentially if we can want to play Rhyhorn in the late game. Ooh, and the Dino 3 I think is like a really good tell that we should probably be leaning into dark. That unit's quite good. Good enough, I guess. It's not like the most amazing unit. But I won't craft the Darkstone yet just because of flexibility. Like maybe I can get away with not crafting it, basically. Although I'm a little terrified of like losing the Gyara here. This is a potential lose to Gyara angle. I don't put items on. I'm gonna make a Fang. We'll make dark. Wait. Oh, whoops. I trolled this. I needed to keep whatchamacallit. I needed to keep a potential dust stone. I forgot about that. I forgot that making Fang gets rid of my dust stone. So we might be stuck with Stranded Fossil for a little bit. Oops, my bad. This way, I mean I make mistakes too. It's G. We'll be able to figure it out. I was just really terrified of losing to Gyara, honestly, and maybe that was a bit stupid because I'm like beating Gyara quite heavily here, but I'm like it's PTSD. I've lost to Gyara a couple times. You gotta take it kind of seriously. So I mean, hopefully we're pretty low on HP, so hopefully we can get like well, we didn't get our portal, but I'm gonna say hopefully we get like our units, or sorry, our item, Black Glasses, in the carousel pick in the next carousel. Usually a lot of people don't play for that item. It's pretty niche. And unfortunately we didn't get a dark Pokemon, but we did get a couple Pokemon we can maybe use, either way. This is a pretty good Morphmon, but we don't know if we can get there, really. Pretty greedy as well, and I'm not sure we can get there. I think the best play is to lean into the Anchor, maybe. We have a lot of Ghostmons on board already. Or, yeah, the Anchor for sure. And just lean into it with these items. Just sit back. The loaded dice makes us have dodge rate, which is quite nice. We have a couple of good mons. We have a Ghostmon, and we have a Pupitar 1 in the shop we're buying right now. And we're gonna keep the Capsicid as well. This unit's really good in the late game, in combination with this guy to get stuff. Get a rock monster gourmet. It's very strong comp right now. My item's like really good for that. This anchor is just here for the vibes, and basically we're gonna sell it later, but we have to kind of play it right now. With the loaded dice, it has dodge rate, so it isn't terrible as long as I have Ghost 2 activated. And I can also just play like Dark Ghost for a little bit. If I get Dusclops, it's a good side synergy Pokemon. Getting the black glasses here is amazing, because now I get to pick this, and then I can turn this dark now, which gives me my items perfectly for what I'm trying to set up, which is good. And I can also take level up here to notably get Dark 5 in. And then we just wait. This is also Grass 3 if I technically put this in. I guess that's probably good enough for now. Yeah, we can even make this into like pads if we want to already, because pads is pretty good in dark. But I think it's already overkill to like just go all in already. I think it's just fine to wait. We can do a little bit of scouting now too, because I didn't have a lot of time to scout earlier. And the dark, I think dark is one of the better trades, especially if you're opening like a bunch of black glasses like I am right now. It is quite easy to pivot into. And as you see, like we just pivoted into it like from nothing basically. And it can catch you up in the mid game, which is valuable because obviously we were losing early game, so we have to like find a way to stave off taking damage. And alright, we're in a really good spot. I'm really happy about the spot. I would take a ice here, but since they don't want me to get an ice, I think I might take a seed. Or a magnet, probably a magnet. They're both good items to pick here. I can see an argument for either way. The seed lets me play more defensively, and the magnet lets me play more aggressively. Typically, you want to play more aggressively in dark than defensively, but there are cases to argue for either because I have no defensive components at the moment. And now the game plan. If you don't know what to do from here, you should take a guess, or like if you're not comfortable with a lot of game plans, take a second to think about what I am playing for from here, like what my end game board will look like. And if you, yeah, and then I'll build it on the team planner as well for those that do not know how to play dark very well. It is very simple. It's almost the same game plan every time you're playing dark, or like dark. Like there's a lot of different types of dark game plans, but this is the most easy one to play and will work in this lobby and will work in most lobbies. Is you go for this dark dragon line. So you go like these three typically, these three dragons, and so it's this dark dragon line, and you don't need this usually, and you are not gonna need this. And then what this dark dragon line allows you to do is play for a rock monster stuff, and then you want to play rock necessarily, so you want to like go like this, and then because we have like the Capsicid in, we also want to play the Capsicid if we can, which means we actually do not need this. And then we could even go one more gourmet like this. I don't know exactly which one I would prefer, but basically something similar to this is nice. It would be better to have like rock gourmet and stuff, but we don't have that. Something other people do is they like to play for Tyranitar, which I like to play towards Tyranitar, but I don't like to play for Tyranitar because Tyranitar is really risky. If you don't get it, you lose basically. And I don't like playing in that manner. I like playing like this because it's easier to hit Rhyhorn than Tyranitar basically. Another replacement Pokemon besides the ground one is you can play the other ground Pokemon to get the ground synergy in going. So this one Trapinch instead. It also depends on how you're setting up. if you have this setup in particular, or the one I'm like listing out right now, I would prefer like if you can get like this one in or something to get Monster 6 Rock 4, and you don't need like that many dark synergies going. And oh yeah, you gotta keep in mind too that the dark will have a dark stone. We crafted a dark stone for this, and so yeah, we have like basically something similar to this going. Some idea like this. It doesn't have to necessarily be this. It has a lot of these mons basically. You get to kind of flex. And I'll always pick more offensive components when I can. I'll also take the level up here. Got a berry, which is kind of funny. None of these, none of this will help me. I do want to make a Razor Fang at some point. I don't know, like, I would put on an upgraded Pokemon. Basically now we just want like high quality Pokemon, that's it. So we don't really care. Like we do want to target that board that I put up, but we don't care if like we necessarily get that, if that makes sense. Also, it's gonna suck that this player has a better angle than me because he has Lunatone. And I got stupid Delamaze. He also has rerolled for this for some reason. Which is, well, he has 23 rolls and has that, so it's very annoying. Because really stop that. He has way more money than me. So kinda lucky. Alright. We will use our power of endgame knowledge to try to take a later game advantage, I guess. We could even play Dark Porygon if you want to. That'd only be if I hit Blissey. I want to keep this, actually. Who's getting off the bench for that, though? No, I need all these mons. I can't really get anything off the bench. We just cope for now. We can't get rid of anything on the bench right now. This game is gonna be hard to top 4 though, by the way. Like, this is definitely not an easy game. But it will come to show, like, if I can do it, then it's good, you know? It'll represent my skill. And alright, you can't always have easy games. Sometimes you gotta get bad openers. So double black glasses is nice here. I should maybe potentially ice was better, but I'm not 100% on that. And here is where like it gets funky, essentially. We kind of need to send next turn. Like, no matter what, we have to send next turn. Regardless of like, yeah, regardless of anything, we just have to send everything down. I'm gonna already like commit these items, I think. Yeah, just these items, I think, on this. And we can hold the rest. We have to start considering sending down to try to like take Temple back. I'm keeping this to get potential high quality Pokemon. I don't need this necessarily, so let's get rid of that. That's a bit ambitious. Alright, if I don't take that much damage here on the loss and we can roll down, then it's not too bad. But I do have to like go to 0 next turn though. I didn't get to fully go to 0, but I got like the bulk of my turn down. And I did get a Rhyhorn, which is super nice, because that's like basically the mon I need to play around for the comp to work. So that's very lucky. And if I can take the win here, which is quite nice, then we're actually not in a terrible spot. And I can get off this Trapinch, I think. I don't think I need the Trapinch. Okay, and then we can Gore for one turn. We can Gourmet the Rhyhorn. We could go kind of Berserker mode. I don't need this sword. I probably need a Dark Portal. If I can get Dark in, that'd be a good idea, like that. And then still I want to Gourmet the Rhyhorn. This. Well, that's also good. So we got everything we need basically for a turn. And I'm going to keep this Dark Pokemon just in case we need it. And also, obviously, this Skibble is an upgrade, so that's good. And obviously, I need maybe the Onyx, depending on how my rolls go and stuff. Be a nice upgraded Pokemon to play in my Rock comp. So Dark Rock is a pretty, like, I guess, known pattern in the game. You just have to kind of, like... It's just something you have to just memorize, basically. You can't, like, these are just one of those things that, like how do I know I should play this here? There's no, like... There's no guide, it's just, I just know it because I've played this game a lot. But if you start memorizing some comps from some spots, you can get that, basically. You can come up with comps, too. You don't have to just memorize them all the time, obviously. But it's better to know a comp than go in and be confused, basically. It's not good to be confused. Darkrai is fine here. And basically now we're just looking for high quality Pokemon that can go in our comp and help us out. In this case, Dark 7 with this is pretty high quality with the Darkrai and all this stuff. I don't mind it. So potential, let me scoop our comp now. This is our comp for now, and we can't like we have to just kind of like lean into what we have basically. So we have to basically like now roll for same comp but upgraded, basically. So we can do much better. And I'm actually down to sacrifice this potential Steelix angle. Depending on how I feel. I don't know. I think it's fine to keep it. So if I go for Steelix here, then I have to figure out a way to like get off the dragon stuff, basically, which could be possible. Or we have to get off the dragon stuff. Oh yeah, okay, Rhyhorn 2 is just amazing. We're just gonna insta-ditto that. And yeah, I was thinking like this to get off the dragon stuff, but for now, let's not do that yet because that's kind of whack. And it's gonna get us griefed. Unless I need to go like dig back spots. Like this is what I meant. Like I should have just dug the back holes or the middle holes. Big mistake to not dig the middle holes because now the Rhyhorn can't jump to the back line, which is actually of critical importance to snipe their back line a lot of times. Okay, so potentially we're in a good spot now, where we pivoted out of bad spot to be in a better spot. But we need, if we want to be stronger, we'd have to either level or figure out a way to get like the rock gourmet stuff to activate, and or just to upgrade the board naturally. So those are ways. You don't necessarily need this stuff. So let me think like in terms of this. Oh, what? Oh, okay, we're also picking item too. I kind of like Red Orb or Max Revive here. I think I'm Max Revive. Mostly because I have no defensive items at the moment, and it would be nice. It'd be really good to put this guy in, but yeah. So let's start digging some back spots too. Fortunately, we just have to like not have ground activated for a little bit on those mons because I messed up the digging and I dug in the front row into the back rows. Don't need this really. You really like with these comps typically want like Rock 4 in, but it's hard to fit the Rock 4 in at the moment. It makes the Rhyhorn like ridiculously bulky if you have Rock 4, which being the main carry, we need him alive. Yeah, but we still clear here, which is nice. The reason the Wirehorn works so well with the Dark comp is it has a lot of Dark has a lot of Rock Cross energy, and Rock tends to be a lot stronger than Dark in the late game. Like if I can get like this, like you know, like and then get the ground going, and then I get like one more unit, like if I can fit this in magically over something like this, then it'd be cool. But realistically, like that's not stronger than this until it's upgraded. And moreover, I can't even fit the Gourmet in without having to level and stuff, so that's kind of tough. This guy just played for T-Tar and got the T-Tar, but we didn't play for T-Tar, we played for Rhyhorn and we got a little bit cheaper than T-Tar. We just got smoked. Yeah, so like this is why I don't really like playing for T-Tar, is because like you can just make a stronger board without playing for T-Tar. Just because it's cheaper to get Rhyhorn, it's much easier to get it too. And you're not like, even if you get T-Tar, like you're not necessarily being the one with the Rhyhorn. Like he's Rock 6, he's losing to Dark 7 as Rock 6, which is kind of funny. It's a hard counter trait, and it's just still losing somehow. But yeah, if I can get my own Rock 4 in, it'd be super nice. I don't need Dark 5. Or sorry, Dark 7. I need Dark 5, not 7. So if I can get Rock 4 in, it'd be nice. Oh, I can get Gourmet 3 too. Whoops. This is a mistake. So the reason I keep this stuff on the bench is because I can get Gourmet 3. But alright. I have secured my top 4, which is super nice. There's actually someone playing Hard Fairy, which is not going to be fun for my Dark team. Imagine. That's not good. I'm going to increase the power of this Pancham, because that's the one with the pads on it, which I'm going to ram into the Fairy team in a second. So that's going to be like, you know, that's going to be the matchup we're going to run into. I think it is just to upgrade this angle and then go for the best. And if I can level, maybe I can figure out how to fit like other stuff in, but I think this is just a comp for now. Don't feel like there's a lot of ways to improve it too much. We're against Fairy as Dark. Fortunately, our Darkrai is in melee range. It's one of the only Pokemon that don't take damage from the Fairy team. This is the other one that doesn't take damage because he has pads. And unfortunately, Fairy is a little bit botched because it's losing the Dark Lamau. Unfortunate. The Dark is just quite strong right now with how it works. Fairy and Rock versus Dark. Very funny. We're just trying to level now. I have no clue how to like fit the Gourmet stuff right now. I am not really comfortable fitting the Gourmet stuff. I usually like, I see people do it a lot. I'm not very comfortable with it sometimes. Something like these 3 need to be in, but you have to get rid of the dragon stuff, which I find like suspicious. So now you're doing this, and then maybe like you want like a little bit of rock in there when you level up, because I can put the Steelix in now, like that. And that might be good. In like if I can level, because the Gourmet stuff is actually quite strong. It's just fitting it in is not very natural. I guess I'm fighting against the other team as well. We're losing to the Rock team. But at least I fought this person. Like, he's fighting my Ghost and beating it, so that's good. I don't lose health that way. Oh, this cooking pot was like basically like the bee's knees. Get that. The grass guy also wanted it, but the cooking pot will allow me to do the gourmet thing much easier without having to like sacrifice as much power on the board, basically. Okay. He's probably thinking like, why do I need the cooking pot? But like, I mean, if you look at my bench, you'll figure out why I need the cooking pot. We're gonna just get off the dragon stuff and just go full deep into this. But yeah, in order to get off, or you can get off, like if you really want to reduce the unit quality, you get off these two and then leave the dragon stuff. But I think like that reduces my unit quality like kind of like a nasty bit, no? Because I'm like, what is the dragon stuff I'm running again? We have like this, and the dragon. We'll try both, or we'll put both in because we have them, and we'll see which one like looks optically stronger, basically. Now the rock team is beating me because it's rock, the dark, which is not fun. This person loses to rock as well. We can get gore 4 at least, which allows me to capsicate both my dark units to go crazy. And then we can take level up next turn, and then try to take a win, and figure it out from there. So this person is really resilient, and I couldn't really play much except for dark, so it really sucks playing the rock of all things. Don't really see purpose in that. Now we keep 4-3 in. Need this. No, we can't. I need to get like this. I know, like I'm too dizzy. I need to get the other guy in. I need to get the Nako stack in for Gord 3. I'm too dizzy. Gord 3 and the rock, and we don't need one more dark Pokemon. We're missing, like, we basically have an extra dark Pokemon, basically. I try to fit the dragon stuff too. Alright, but it's a little bit like dank here, basically. I mean, his board's just really nasty, so. But I got a pretty nice win here, I think, from a behind position.